Hey, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 18th of February 2023. This is just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some Forex pairs on the daily time frame, trading the high probability and divergence trading methods from my two books. So hopefully everyone's weekend's going okay. My football team had a loss yesterday, so it wasn't a great start to the weekend, but all good. Still the pre-season. Season doesn't start for another 2 weeks. Anyhow, if you do like these videos, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. As I always say, they're not the most exciting videos. They're just here to get a point across. So let's get into it. Like always, welcome everyone to if you're new to the channel. If you can't understand me, sorry about that. I appreciate that English is not everyone's first language, and my Australian accent might be a little bit difficult to some people understand. I'll try not to use too much slang when I'm speaking. Assuming that, I'm talking to people that don't understand the Australian slang too much. So don't worry about that. All right, let's get into it. Let's have a look at we normally have a look at the news the week ahead. So this is the free Forex Factory economic calendar. You just have to sign up with your email address. Doesn't cost you anything. The good thing is you can set up filters. I've changed it slightly. I've got rid of all the medium impact news events. So now I'm just looking at public holidays and high impact events. High impact are the red. Normally if there's medium impact, they'd be in orange, and low impact are in yellow. I don't need them cluttering up my charts. You can also put it in your local time. So I live in Kampot, Cambodia. So it's Indochina time, which is the same as Bangkok in Thailand, Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, etc., Phnom Penh in Cambodia. So this is all in local time. It's a fairly quiet week. You got these flash manufacturing numbers out of the UK, CPI numbers out of Canada, and more flash services PMI numbers out of the US. Aussie wage price index. Probably the big one for the week is the New Zealand interest rate. So they're expecting a 0.5% rate rise. Like the rest of the planet, everyone's putting their rates up to curb inflation. No idea. Very hawkish, I guess. Hawkish and dovish. I never understood those two words, but I think hawkish is when you raise interest rates, be aggressive, raise interest rates to curb spending, to keep inflation under control. Something like that. All very technical, and it's not a perfect science, as we all know, economics. All right, so we've got the Kiwi, then US, the meeting minutes from the FOMC, and prelim GDP of the US, and Friday core PC price index. If you want to know what any of these are, all you do is you just come and click on this yellow looking box here and just opens up. It tells you what it is if you want to read that. If you're interested in, like I said, you put 5 economists in a room, ask them an opinion, you get 10 different opinions, something like that, So it's a very hit and miss. They're always changing their theories or their way of looking at things. So who knows how they think. Anywho, let's move on. So we've checked the news. Right, we'll just go to this Word document. Now, most of you know what the setups are, what the different moving averages, the QMP filters, the red and green dots on the chart. Just pause the video, have a read of this, take a screenshot. There may be things you don't understand on the charts. Generally, I explain things as I go along anyway, so you're not going to be left in the dark. But red generally means I'm going selling, green means I'm buying. Green or blue, buying. I don't know why I can't decide on one or the other. It's red for everything to the downside, but green or blue for everything to the upside. Stop losses are the red dotted horizontal lines. Big numbers like parity, round numbers, etc. are green horizontal lines. And the bottom indicator on all the charts is just a MACD platinum. All it is a zero lag MACD with a fancy name. It oscillates around a zero level, so it's an oscillator like most oscillating indicators. Generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero and buy when it's below the zero level. But you'll see all this on the charts, and we'll go through it all. So there we go. There's your setup. Now let's get onto the charts. Hopefully, if I get the right tab. I've got that much going on. This poor laptop cops an absolute flogging. All right, I use TradingView. I use TradingView for all my analysis. Most of my trading these days is done on what do you call it? I'm having a brain freeze here. MT5. Yeah, TradingView has got its advantages. It's web-based, so it's not a software you download, so you can access the same charts on your phone or iTablet or something like that. What else? It's iTablet, iPad. Sorry about that. It's been a while since I owned one of them. iTablet. The good thing about it too, it's easy to do the notes on the charts, etc. Now it is a subscribed service, but there is a free version for TradingView, and the good thing is all my indicators are set up so you can be using the free version. So this indicator is one, or as they call them on TradingView script, and the 3 moving averages and the QMP filter, which is the red and green dots, they're combined into one indicator. So you can't really do much with the adjustments of them, but it means you can put these on the free version. So TradingView and MT5, MT4, obviously. So here's my watch list on the right here. Now, it's a pretty short watch list. It's not all 28 pairs. I'm not a trade signal provider. All I'm doing is showing you trade examples and some trade management. All my trades are called live at the time. So when we get a new signal, it's called. Normally the new candle for me at the moment is 5 a.m. local. I don't get out of bed till about 6 or just after. And so it's an hour difference. I call the trade pretty well straight away within an hour and take a screenshot of that trade and share it into the groups with my thoughts on the trade. So there's no after the fact stuff. It's all very transparent. Any trade management I do on a trade, I also call in the groups. So that when I say called in the groups, that's Facebook, Telegram channels, Matt from Family Man's Discord channel, and yeah, and I do take a private shot on TradingView. I can no longer post in public because I've got invite-only scripts. So I do post them as a private. I'm trying to add those links now to the notes I make on the days in those groups, if that makes any sense. So we got this watch list on the right. If it's highlighted in light blue, means there's a trade on, action's been taken, so some trade management. Highlighted in orange means I want to talk to you about it. There's something's happened during the week. No highlight, no trade. If you saw one in dark blue, means a trade on and no action's been taken as yet. There's none of them. The good thing about TradingView compared to MT4, MT5, on Friday's close, it presents what's going to happen on Monday, whereas MT4, MT5 don't do that. So I know exactly if there's any new trades on Monday morning, I know during the weekend what's coming up. That's the good thing about TradingView. The only difference is that with MT4, MT5, you basically have to wait till Monday morning to know if there's any new trades, whereas TradingView gives you a bit of a heads up. And I can tell you now, there is no new trades and there's no trade management for Monday either. So it's all fairly quiet. The week's sort of finished with a whimper, but we've got a few things to go through here. So let's get into it. Now, you'll see my charts is in alphabetical order. Now, generally, the notes on the right refer to the more current trades. So you'll sometimes see 2 or more trades on. In this case, AusCAD. There was a buy on the 2nd of January. So if you look over here, you'll see my notes. So there's the pair, the date, what the signal is, and some of my thoughts. So if you look on here, it's probably better because sometimes I delete some of those notes. So this is the most recent one, which is this sell on the 1st of Feb. So it's a high-risk trade, trading against an uptrend. It's my second go at it. There was the first one there. You can see the notes there for that. So I took a sell in here, and I closed on an opposite QMP filter dot. When I got this green dot here, I closed it, didn't let it hit the stop, took the loss, and it went up. Would have taken my stop out. It's come down. Second sell's presented, and that's this sell here. So what's happened here? We've got a buy on the 2nd of Jan. 17th of Jan, I closed half, so let's have a look. 17th of Jan, hopefully it's in here somewhere. Here, when it reached this sort of previous high, and the MACD platinum through the 0 level, closed half, dragged my stop up. So I can't lose on the buy, so all good there. Even though my stop's below the entry price, and it came very close, didn't touch it, very close, I still couldn't lose on that buy because I already closed half up here somewhere. So it would have been a tiny overall profit. I was stopped out, but I wasn't. In the meantime, took this sell on the 1st of Feb, already closed half, so the 7th, I reckon it might be in here somewhere. So the open of this candle, so prices come down, MACD's through the 0 level, prices touch the MAs, that's the signal for me to get out. And as I called it in the group, it worked out nicely, but it has come down again, but it hasn't really taken off. So I can't lose on the sell and I can't lose on the buy. So we're in a pretty good position all round on the AusCAD. And like I said, I call all these at the time live. All right, AUD, Japanese yen, Aussie yen. Now, this one is highlighted in orange. And the only reason I'll leave it on the charts to show you guys in the week, in the video at the end of the week, what I've done. So just when I finish the video, I go and tidy up these charts and remove these old trades, etc. So let's have a look. We took a sell here on the 3rd of Feb. Second attempt at a sell, so the first one was here, and I closed that out for a loss on an opposite QMP filter dot, which is here, and same deal here. Took a sell and closed it on the, see the green candle, the green dot there. I closed it on the open of this bullish candle. Didn't quite get to the stop, as you can see there. It didn't get to the stop, so I probably, and it's starting to head down. In the meantime, I'm drawing these trend lines in. So we took a loss in that, took 2 losses in a row there. It's just painful. The MACD Platinum's above the 0 level, so I'm only really looking for sells. So hence, that buy is not a valid signal for me. In the meantime, drawing these trend lines across here, just getting ready. Potential divergence forming. So I keep on adjusting these until they're no longer valid. If it went up like that, it's no longer divergence, so I just delete them. So it's just a bit of preparation. So every day I just adjust those lines. So now we're basically looking for another sell. So we'll have another go. So we're stopped out. Took the loss there on opposite QMP filter dot. Took the loss there on the opposite QMP filter dot before it hit the stop, which it didn't, which is a bit of a bummer, but that's the way it is. Aussie USD. Right, highlighted in orange. Reason for that, stopped out. So I think I was actually stopped out. So this buy from, let's have a look. What was I stopped out on? Oh, both trades. All right, 19th of October. Yeah, all right. I'm pretty sure both stops at the same place. Let's have a look here. I just want to clarify. I'm a bit confused. All right, buy. Yeah, all right. I'm just trying to make sure I know what I'm doing here. I didn't call this one, I don't think. 19th of October. I just was concentrating on this buy on the 2nd of Jan. I forgot about the 19th of October. It's been stopped out also. I'm going to have to make a note of that, aren't I? Yeah, Aussie. Sorry, hang on a sec. I'll just pause. Yeah, I don't think I called that buy stop out in the group, so that's my bad. I had both my stops at the same level. So there was a buy on the 19th of October. Just looking at my notes, I haven't called it. And there's another buy here on the 2nd of Jan, and that was stopped. That was stopped out for a tiny profit. Big profit on this one, tiny profit on that one. In the meantime, took a sell on the 3rd of Feb. And what I've done, closed half on the 7th of Feb. So let's have a look. I'm saying it'd be around, yep. Again, see how the MACD Platinum's gone through the 0 level. Price has come down on the 6th. So on the open of the 7th, I've closed half. We're at the moving averages. MACD's through the 0 level, closed half. Gone against me. Back up to this green level, which is the 70-cent level, which is a big round number, and it's dropped down again. This grey vertical line is just a warning line because there's a green dot on the MACD Platinum below the 0 level, so I'm looking to buy, and also now we've got these potential divergence forming. So we've got lower lows on the MACD Platinum, and at the moment we've got higher lows on price, so that's hidden bullish divergence, which most of you know, I love my hidden divergences. So I'll fix this up and I'll call that stop out on Monday. I'll check through my previous notes, but I don't think I called it, which is, I did call this one, this stop out, but I didn't call that one. But the levels are the same. You can see where the 68481, 68481, so yeah, the same level. So I'll tidy this chart up for you after the video. But we're looking good. Didn't lose. Buy, big win. Second buy, tiny profit. Sell, can't lose. Euro CAD. Again, we're in a bit of a win-win position, I think. Yep. So we've got a buy back from the 20, no, hang on, let's have a look. Get on the same page here, Jim. 8th of November. Yep, 8th of November, there's a buy. 15th of November closed half, so we didn't get very far. So when I got to this previous high, MACD platinum through the 0 level, got to the previous high, closed half, so we took a little bit of profit there, and look at it, it's gone up nicely. Stops, there's my notes on the stop, and as I said, I call them in the group every time I adjust them, so it's all very transparent. In the meantime, we had a go at we took a sell 21st of December, so that's this one. And we closed on an opposite QMP filter dot, which is there. Took a small loss, tiny loss. I'm not sure we took that buy or not. I don't think I did because price didn't come back to the moving averages. We got this good resistance level and price, big divergence, took the sell here. And that's this one here on the 27th of Jan. So that's this one. And it went up against me a little bit, no problems. I've already moved the stop. The stop was a little bit higher. Here's my notes. 8th of Feb closed half. So let's have a look where the 8th of Feb is. So 8th of Feb, so on this candle here, yeah, close half on the open here. Price hit the moving averages. Now, this is one of these trades where I did take a sell trade when the MACD platinum was below the 0 level. But if you remember from the Divergence book, if you've read that, if there's divergence and one side of the divergence is on the correct side of the 0 level, then I'm quite happy to take it. Especially if you've got this big resistance level, like a double top, triple top, whatever you want to call it, big resistance level. I'm taking that sell, and it's proved to be a winner. So we can't lose on this buy. Took a small loss on this sell here, and we can't lose on this sell here. So we're looking good. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So that's the Euro CAD. Euro yen, nothing happening. We'll just have a quick look at it. Just going sideways, beating it sideways. It's broke through a little bit now, which is good. Euro New Zealand. All right. It's highlighting orange. And that's because, what have we done here? All right, we're in a couple of trades. So let's have a look at this buy first. So we took a buy 26th of Jan. There we go there. There's been a bit of 7th of Feb closed half, so let's have a look. I'm reckoning it's around here somewhere. Yeah. Price stalled on the 6th. On the open of the 7th, took it, reached its previous high. MACD platinum through the 0 level. Close half, drag my stop up. Can't lose on the buy. All good there. In the meantime, took this sell on the 14th of Feb. High risk traders, price is flat and range bound, which you can see. And yeah, it went against me, bang, and don't know, hang on a sec. 17th of Feb, yeah, I closed it on the open of Friday. Didn't quite reach my stop on Thursday. On Friday open, I closed it on the open there. So instead of letting it go to the full stop, I closed it on the open of that last candle based on an opposite QMP filter dot, which is that green dot there, so we closed. So it would have gone through my stop, so I saved a few pips there. So we took a loss, but we're still in a buy, which is good. A no-lose buy, so it offsets some of that loss. And in the meantime, price can go to the moon, and the buy will recover that loss from the sell, which is good. So that's a new Euro New Zealand dollar. So I'll tidy up that chart, so we're only in a buy. Euro USD, where are we at here? We're in a sell from the 31st of Jan. Drag the stop down. 14th of Feb closed half. So let's have a look. 14th of Feb, it'll be in here somewhere. Yeah, price. I was hoping it'd break down a lot lower, but it sort of hovered around the moving averages. So I just closed half and dragged my stop down. So I can't lose here, but it's just going sideways for about 2 weeks now. Pound Aussie. I think I'm in a couple of trades here. Yep, in a sell from the 12th of December. There's my notes. Already closed half. So let's have a look. 3rd of Jan. We're going to close half. 3rd of Jan. So in here somewhere. Yeah, just, I don't know why. It was just meandering a bit, I think, and just it's that time of the year when you a bit uncertainty. So I closed half. Stock moved down to 1811, so it's still up high. Then the 7th of Feb, I've moved the stop down. So it looks like it's gone through the stop, but I didn't move the stop down at all when we got this buy signal. So So now the stop for the sell's there, so we can't lose on the sell, which is great. In the meantime, on the 7th of Feb, took this buy. Went against me initially, but eventually ground across. Look at these little candles. I know they're pretty hard to see, but geez, they're crap. And it's popped its nose up. The MACD platinum's through the zero level now. I'm not going to take any action yet. There's just not enough wiggle room. That I can probably move my stop up to here, say, for example, just below this low here. But let's see where it goes. Because I've got a partial sell on still, I've got some protection there. So we'll just wait and see how it goes. Sort of stuck in no man's land at the moment. Pound Swiss, I think, is pretty much similar. It's been very range bound, this pair. 1st of Feb, there's a sell signal. 8th of Feb closed half, so it would have been, yeah, got this previous low. MACD's through the zero level. Closed half. Brought the stop down, can't lose on the sell. Then we took this buy on the 13th of Feb. Gone nowhere fast. Yeah, just it's all very tight, and it's at the entry level, so we can't do anything with that. Pound yen, it's highlighted in orange because I closed out a sell trade. All right, we're in one sell trade from the 19th of December, so that's this one here. We're still in that, stops in place there. Can't lose on that. You can read my notes, close half, 23rd of Jan took a buy signal, so that's here. And what did I do? Closed it on opposite QMP for the dot. So I took the buy here and closed it just on this the open of this big bearish candle, so I didn't let it get the stop, so I took a small loss there. In the meantime, I've taken a sell here on the 2nd. Yeah, so that buy was closed out by this sell. I took a sell and I've closed it out on this candle. Closed it out on the 14th of Feb. So on the open of this candle here, I've closed it. So it's sold there, closed there. So small loss. Didn't let it get to the stop. This is not a valid buy signal, again, because the MACD platinum's above the zero levels, no supporting divergence, etc. It's all very range bound. So we're in a no lose on the sell, taking a couple of smaller losses along there. So it's the pound yen. I'll tidy that up after the video. Like I said, I'll just leave these on the charts to show you guys. Now, I'll pound New Zealand. Have a look at this. Sometimes this goes really, really nicely, but when it goes like this, it's crap. So what I'm going to do is removing it from my watch list. Pound New Zealand, bye-bye. No open trades, gone. Pound USD. Couple of trades here. Let's have a look. We've got a sell from the 1st of Feb. It's going all right. 7th of Feb closed half. So let's have a look. 7th of Feb. I'm thinking, yeah. So we're getting close to this low here. MACD platinum through the zero level. I gave it a couple of days just to see if it did anything. Nah. So it just closed half here, which is probably the low or close to it, which is good. Drag the stop down. Can't lose on that. In the meantime, taking a buy. I've moved my stop down to 14th. Taking a buy here, it's gone against me. Friday start to pop up nicely, stops there. So MACD platinum's below the zero level. So hopefully it's bounced off this support level here and heads up back through my entry and put myself in a no lose on the buy side also, hopefully. New Zealand CAD, highlighted in orange. That means I want to talk about it. And it's probably to do with this buy, which I did call. So the 19th of October, which is one of my longest trades, took a buy there, stops there, stopped out on the 15th of Feb. So let's have a look, 15th. So that candle there stopped out, hit my stop, all right? So that's a good profit there. So that's will be removed from the charts. There's all my trade management you want to read about it. If I can get it across here. That's all for the buy. That's all getting removed. So if you want to read all what I did, take a screenshot of that. So in the meantime, we're in another sell here. Big resistance level. High risk trade against the trend. You know, you can, even the MACD platinum was at the zero level already. High risk trade, you can just read that. Nice resistance on price. And I still had a partial buy trade on at the time. Yeah, so you can read my notes. And the 10th of February, I've dragged my stop down below the entry level, so I can't lose on that either. So winner on the buy and can't lose on the current sell. So it's all good. And I'll tidy that chart up also. USD CAD, my pain in the butt pair, but I'm persistent and I leave it on the watch list just to prove that I'm not cherry picking pairs, even though I got rid of the pound New Zealand about 5 minutes ago. This pair is tough to trade for me. I'm being honest. On the daily time frame, lower time frame is not a problem. It's just for the daily time frame. I don't know. Maybe it's a correlation with gold. I don't know. But we're in a buy. I have dragged the stop up a little bit tighter. The initial stop was at 131.971, and as you can see now, the stop's up to 132.642. So I've just reduced the risk because it was going nowhere fast. It's sideways, a bit of a dip down and pushing up nicely, but looks like it's even struggling a bit on Friday. USD Japanese yen. Still got this sell back on from the 21st of October. I'm probably regretting not taking this buy in here, and someone did ask me about it, and I'm going, nah, it's crap. But it's proved to be a winner. Well, it would have been a no-lose trade by now. Anywho, it didn't suit my. It was just divergence coming this way and it's divergence going this way. So it was like bearish and bullish divergence at the same time. So it put me in two minds. So I just played it safe and stayed out. It would have been a profitable trade, but not to be. In the meantime, I'm drawing these trend lines in, getting ready for a potential sell. MACD Platinum's above the zero level, potential hidden bearish divergence for me. This hopefully will roll over to the downside. It's just been a slow grind up. That's the yen. We're in a no-lose trade on the sell side. Gold. Now we're in a pretty good position here. Right, we've got a buy from the 24th of October. I have had a go at a couple of sells along the way and lost. So there's a sell taken there, a loser. I think I took another one, and it might have been the one taking my trend line break too. So there might have been three, definitely two, maybe three. I'd have to go through previous notes. So we've lost a bit there. In the meantime, I've dragged my stop up on the buy. Now I probably should have dragged it up a bit higher, and there's still an opportunity to do that. It hasn't been stopped out yet. It's very close. If you look at the stop level, so there's a level there, 1813815. Now, if you look up here on the low, when I put my cursor over there and look at the notes, the low is 1818. So yeah, didn't even come close to that. It looks like it did on the video. So if we just move this trend line out the way, there's a gap there. So we didn't get stopped out on the buy. We're still in the buy, which is good. In the meantime, I took this sell here, the 30th of Jan, and what have I done? 6th of Feb closed half. So let's have a look. 6th of Feb. I'm thinking it might be in here somewhere. Yeah. All right. MACD Platinum through the zero level. Price at the moving averages. Closed half on the open of that candle. So I didn't move my stop. I don't think I did. No. Because the distance between here and there, that's slightly greater, so I can't lose on this trade. Even if I stopped out, I can't lose on this trade. So now, if we get, there's already a green MACD dot below the zero level. We've got potential hidden bullish divergence forming. So as soon as we get a buy signal here, I'll definitely take it. This is the 1800 level to this green dash line, and that one up there's 2000 level, so they're big numbers. If I get a buy signal here, it's one I'd love to take, and I'll probably drag this sell stop down somewhere in here. So locking in more profit on the sell. Hopefully this buy is still on and we get a new buy and we go back to the upside. MACD Platinum's a long way below the zero level. So that's my projection or theory. But, you know, price could just roll over on Monday, take out my stop on the buy, and I can still drag this sell stop down. So I can't lose on either trade at the moment. So it's all good. All right, we're getting to the 30-minute mark. Just go to these three other pairs I'll have on the chart. I don't actually trade them, just the US dollar, just to show you the trade signals and how levels and that are respected. I just draw these trend lines on the chart, and you'll see in a minute. Some of them just last forever, and you'll see that on one of them. So we've got a potential sell signal in the US dollar, divergence forming, grey vertical line, warning line, MACD Platinum above the zero level, red dot. Right, US 500, US stock market. Now, if you've been watching my videos, I think I've been saying this for every video for a while. That blue line, where price is at the moment, it's been on that chart for, well, it's actually started the March 22, So I'll probably put it on the charts around early mid 22, and it's still on there, and it's still being respected. This is a weekly chart you're looking at. So that line has been there forever, and it seems to be like a giant magnet. Look at that. Bang, touchdown. Up again, hovers around there, now it's starting to head down. Last signal was a sell. Yeah. And Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a bit of a bang, move up, didn't it? We had this big move a couple of weeks ago. Sort of that. Then up she goes. Now this crap over here on the left, that was the FTX debacle, where price actually come down to the 15, close to the 15,000 level. Back to the 20, bang, pullback, buy signal there. Nice buy signal actually, but it was on a huge counter, which is a bit of a pain. It would have been nice if it was on the counter before. And look, popped up, we're at 25 again and pushing back up towards it. In the meantime, start drawing my divergence lines in, just like anything else. Keep on adjusting them. It's good because I'm in a bit of crypto myself, and I've got a couple of robots running, and they're all now in the range and trading, which is good. And you know, one of them's making nearly 1% a day. You know, it's not much. It's only like $1,500 in it, but when you're making 1% a day, it doesn't take long before it pays for itself. All right, that's it for the charts, guys and girls. Like I said, thanks for watching. Everyone's more than welcome to join any of the JAGfx social media groups, which is the Facebook group, Telegram channels, Discord channel. With the Discord, you just have to send me an email or a request, because I actually have to give you an invite link, and they're only valid for 7 days. So I don't know how Discord works. I'm just a guest on Matthew's channel, so who knows. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you, like I said, if you hit the if you like the videos, hit the like or the subscribe button. That's always appreciated. Take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you good folk next week. Cheers.